Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today we're going to be getting ready as per usual. However, I have what I want to talk to you about this time. I have just had the week from hell, and I have already actually tried to film this week's video, but it was stupid o'clock in the morning and I was really tired, and I was rewatching it last night trying to edit it, and I was like, this is fucking boring. So I'm not going to do that. Instead of getting this, what are we doing? Where we at? Who you fooling? Okay, shorty. So my week begun on Monday. It was a very strong start. It was a day off and I was doing all my meal prepping. It was really good. We were doing really well. Shit hit the fan on Tuesday. Tuesday morning, I was filming a get ready with me because we were having photos of us taken at work because they're doing a meet the team board. Which I was like, oh, okay. I don't really want my photo taken, but you know what? That's fine. Got ready, went into work, had my picture taken. This is where everything starts to go downhill. I got my period Tuesday morning, then had to, head to the bathroom, kind of sort myself out, all that sort of stuff. Then that was fine. Everything was sorted. We were all grand. I was working, whatever. Then I started getting cramps and I was like, oh, here we go. My first day of my period is always very cramp heavy, and it's just always like that. The first day is always heavy everything, heavy flow, heavy cramps. Fuck, no. It's not an enjoyable experience, but the first day is always terrible and then the rest is fine. So I was like, right, okay, I'll deal with this. And then for whatever reason, my cramps started getting unbearable. They started getting worse, and I was like, oh, okay, this one has a little kick. And then they just got progressively worse and worse and worse. And I was saying to my coworker, I was like, I need to sit down for a minute. I don't know what's going on, but these are actual monster cramps. I need to just take a minute. Then as soon as I sat down, it just got another level of worse, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? I sat down in the back office and I was keeling over, I was clutching my stomach, and then I had to keep going to the bathroom because I thought I was gonna puke, and then I was like, I think I'm gonna shit myself as well. I get the period shits, I won't lie. It's literally just I just do 2-3 shits a day when I'm on my period. Normally I'm a 1 shit a day girl, but on my period, it just clears everything out. And so then I'd be going to the toilet, I'd be sitting on the toilet crying, then thinking I'm gonna puke. So I'm over the toilet and the sink, and I was just like, this is awful. I need to go home. And I think in amongst all of that, because of me having these cramps and then freaking out about the fact that I was having these cramps, I think I had a panic attack in there, because I started feeling the tightness in my chest and then the being unable to breathe, and I was like, fuck, not this all at once. And this day was literally just the catalyst for the week from hell. I will say I've had worse weeks, I've certainly had better weeks, but this one is certainly one for the books. Right, so I go home, I dosed up on painkillers, and I couldn't do anything. I just sat on my couch and watched Lost, which kind of a slay, but also not killing over in pain slay. As soon as I came home, the painkillers had kicked in and I felt okay as long as I just didn't move. This really isn't normal. What's going on, I also need to mention that I went to a pharmacist to be like, what is going on? And they said, well, you just kind of need to wait until your next period, see if it's this painful again, and then we can actually do something about it. So yeah, that was the beginning, the commencement, the opening ceremony to this week. And for some reason, I have been having the most intense anxiety coming into work, going in with a pit in my stomach, just feeling unwell, feeling like I'm going to puke, and I'm like, that's not normal. And I don't know, work is stressing me out quite a bit at the moment, but I didn't think it was stressing me out this much. But apparently I was wrong. And to top off this, like, way that I was feeling on Tuesday, I had to organize my own cover. So I had gone and, like, cleared it with, like, who the manager was on Tuesday, and she was like, right, if you can get someone to come in and cover you, you can go home. I was like, right, okay. I'm in a lot of pain. Ferociously just texting all of my co-workers being like, could you come in early today, please? I'm really struggling. Luckily, by some grace of God, one of my co-workers had just woken up as I sent that message, and she was like, right, I'll just get up and ready now. I'll be there soon. I was like, oh my God, thank you so much. Texted my manager, I was like, this is what's happened, and I'm going home. Not well, out in the back office, crying. This is really bad. And she was like, oh, okay. Right, but she wasn't on duty, so there wasn't really much that she could do from where she was. Wednesday and Thursday aren't super notable. Nothing exciting happened, nothing bad happened. I was just like, but I took painkillers like 3 days in a row, and I was like, this is awful. I don't want to have to come into work again feeling this way. This is cream contour. I don't know. Ugh. I don't know if this is really my color. We're gonna try something new, you know? We're gonna explore. I think it's too orange, like I really do, actually. Anyway, then Friday rolls around. So Thursday, I'd stayed up a touch later than I intended to. So I was setting my alarm, going to bed, whatever. And then it's Friday morning, and I'm like in bed. I'm like, oh, I need to go to the bathroom. But I was like, I don't know if it's going to be worth it. Like, I might as well just wait until my alarm goes off if it's close enough. And I check my phone, and it is 7:27, and I start work at 7 o'clock. But also, nobody from my work had called me either. I woke up, called work, and I was like, right, okay, I'll be there before 8. Got up, got ready, like, as quick as I could. Nobody was bothered either. And I was just like, this is great. You must value me a lot, actually. And that just started Friday off on a new one, you know? And I was just like, right, this is brilliant. I couldn't really tell kind of what was done and what wasn't when I got into work, so I was like, this is great. Having to go through, and then the job that normally takes me like 20 minutes to do when I first get in, like, just, it took me 2 hours, and I was like, this is terrible. Why is this happening? I was just thrown off, you know? And then on Friday, that morning, I just became so anxious. I don't know if it was like because I was late maybe, or like what was happening, but I felt like I was like on the brink of a panic attack. Like I actually felt I was shaking, and I felt my chest, it was so tight, and I was like, what is happening? Why do I feel this way? Question, what are the things I'll have in common? Everybody knows. Ooh, no. Do you know, it's a Sunday and it's like 9 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do because everything's shut until bloody 1 o'clock today. Maybe I'll go to yoga. I'm a bit doled up for yoga, but that's fine. There's always a bunch of bells going off on a Sunday morning in Belfast. Belfast? I don't know. I never know why though. It's still, see, no matter how long I've been in the UK, I don't know if this will change with like years of time being here, but I still feel like such a foreigner. And obviously I am, but it's just like, I don't know, I thought after like 7 months in Belfast, I thought maybe it would have felt different, you know? Oh, but Friday, I just felt like I was completely teetering. And then I was supposed to, on Friday, I was supposed to go to the doctor after I finished work, and I was supposed to finish at 3:30. I was supposed to go to the doctor so I could pick up papers so I could get registered with this doctor, and I didn't get out of work until 4:15. And by that point, I was like, there was literally no point in me going because I wouldn't have gotten to the doctor in time. And I didn't get home until like 4:45. And I was just like, right, this is so fantastic. I have such blush paranoia, and I feel like I've spoken about this so many times, but it always ends up looking okay after I've blended it out. But I'm just like, guys, like, what's going on? You know, I Everybody want to know what my Achilles heel is? Love. I don't get enough of it. Oh my god, also, do you see this? That is a monster blind pimple that I think I've gotten from talking on the phone. Because the phone always hits my chin, like right in that spot. And I'm so not cool with it. I'm not happy about it. Love. I don't get enough of it. All I get is these vampires and bloodsuckers. Oh. Oh. Then, also on Friday, I had this, it wasn't like a family, but they had 3 rooms, so there was a good amount of them, because one of them was a family room that had like 3 people in it, and the other rooms had like 2 people each. And it was this Welsh family, and Welsh accents, I'm still getting used to like Scottish and Irish accents, let alone a Welsh accent. It actually sounds like they're speaking another language, but they speak, it's like uppy downy, up and down, up and down. And I had 3 people. So I had one, that the girl whose name the reservations were under, so she was there, and then 2 others on either side of her, belligerent, like drunk as fuck, and then all of them talking to me all at once, and I was just like, oh my god, like, can I just take a payment for your room and you please go away? At that point I was just like, because the other girl was like, oh, what do I need to do for this, what do I need to do for that? Like, the one in the middle seemed fine. One of her friends, like, who took like the final set of room keys, just goes, oh, and thank you so much, you've been so kind, you've been so patient. And I was like, right, here's your keys, here is your keys, bye-bye. But they didn't even end up staying in the hotel, which I don't want to say why, because I don't think I'm actually allowed to, but not good, like really not good. And then they had the nerve to come, so they did damage to a room that wasn't even theirs, so I don't know how they ended up in it, but then they had the nerve to call the hotel asking for a refund, even though they did not pay for the damages or anything. And I just had a manager on the phone that was like, no, you owe the hotel £300, so you are not getting any form of refund, actually. By the time I was like leaving work on Friday, I was very pleased to see the back of the place. I just need a silly little office job that I can work Monday to Friday, sit down and speak to sober people. One thing I have found from working in hospitality, I'm really good at dealing with drunk people. I just really hate doing it. Question, what do these things all have in common? Everybody want to know what my Achilles heel is? Love. I don't get enough of it. All I get is these vampires and bloodsuckers. I don't know also what's going on. I think my skin is breaking out at the moment due to stress, and also probably the combination of that and my period. But this, not okay. And then I've covered it up now, but there's still the lovely scattering of pimples around my upper lip, which weren't invited to the function at all. But yeah, here they are. Jesus. Jesus, 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 I love to pray. I don't. Someone tried to convert me to Christianity at work as well. Because she was asking me about like what churches and stuff are nearby. Which, like, girl, Google is available to you on the phone that you have in your hand, but you decide to ask me. And then I was like, oh yeah, and then it says that they do worship on Wednesdays and Friday and Sundays. I don't know if you need to like sign in or anything, but like like it's a church, you know, like I'm assuming they'll just welcome you in. And she goes, oh, thank you so much. Are you a Christian yourself? And I was like, no. But also, why would you ask someone in a professional environment if they're a Christian? Because I can't just be like, Jesus does not like me. I swing in all directions, and I don't think Jesus likes that very much. And she was like, oh, well, I hope if you're ever in a pickle that, you know, that you can, like, turn around to Jesus and pray and stuff, because he does love you. And I was like, okay, have a good day. And I just had to, like, get out of there. Because I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to say when I'm in like a work environment? Like, I'm in my uniform. I can't just be like, no. After I went home on Tuesday, someone texted me and was like, oh, I hope you're feeling better. And I was like, oh yeah, thanks, man. And then he goes, Jesus loves you. Can everyone stop? I don't think Jesus does love me, and I don't want him to. Like, I'm okay without Jesus' love. I've been doing fine 19 years without it. So I really don't need it now. Also, do you know what I don't fucking get? That Disney 100 thing on TikTok. Is it on Disney Plus or is it on TikTok? I don't understand. I don't know if I want to understand either. Like, I don't know if that's something that I want to partake in. But, girl. Out with the old and in with the new. Goodbye clouds of grey, hello skies of blue. A dip in the pool, a trip to the spa, and this day is in my shades. The whole world according to moi. Excuse me? Thank you. Iced tea imported from England. Lifeguards imported from Spain. And towels imported from Turkey. And Turkey imported from Maine. Gonna relax and renew. Ooh, I need to... One thing at a time, Deni. Come on now. It'll work. Give me a minute. Fabulous parties, even fabulous trash. This is absolutely fabulous. Fabulous. Absolutely not. Right. Now at the moment they look uneven, but bear with me. Trust the process. Am I the process? Because you should trust me. Right. Chloe Dior and labels, come give me more. If you know where that's from, I'll be really happy. I've been filming for 30 minutes. It's crazy. Crazy girl. This is... Guys, do you think I have too many tattoos to be cast on Disney Channel? Be honest. Like, do you think they would like me enough to cover them up, sorry? I think they would, TBH. À mon avis, which means in my opinion, en français. Guys, I gotta get better at French. What if I move to France one day? I kind of want to spend a month in Paris, but also, what would I do? Gotta get myself on that list to Fashion Week, maybe. Would they cover my tattoos up then too? This is what I'm thinking. Have I stunted my job opportunities? Probably. But they're cats. Like, come on. Everyone loves cats. Not everyone, but everyone that is important loves cats. Absolutely not. Also, I think it is actually so amazing that Ashley Tisdale and who's the guy that played Ryan? I forgot his name. What is his name? That they actually hated each other when they were filming. I think that's so camp. I love it. I kind of really love it. Right, it looks funny now. But wait. Be patient. Avoir la patience avec moi. S'il vous plaît. I don't know if my French is actually that correct because I kind of speak a bit nonsense French. Like, I speak a toddler's level of French, you know? If people are speaking to me, I can kind of understand what they're saying. I've worked out that I cannot understand what they're saying in Spanish. I've worked out how to say I can understand a little bit of Spanish, but it's kind of useless because I really don't understand Spanish. But I can say in French, I can understand more than I can speak, which is all they need. And then I had a lady that I was helping in the hotel the other day, and I said to her in French, I was like, mon français, comme ci comme ça. She goes, mon anglais, comme ci comme ça. And like, that's all I need to know. I just need to know that my French is better than your English. That's all. Right now, do you see the bigger picture? Guys, is the bigger picture being seen right now? You have to say yes. Anyways, I've not worn, other than on Tuesday, I've not worn my lip liner and lip gloss all week this week because I've been sad, cranky, anxious, all of the above. And I think it's gonna feel good to put it on today. Iced tea imported from England. Lifeguards imported from Spain. Towels imported from Turkey. And Turkey imported from Maine. Gonna dun, 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 dun. I have actually been thinking about how I've been due for a rewatch for High School Musical recently. I'm still due for a rewatch of Spy Kids. I've not rewatched Spy Kids recently yet. It's on my list though. I have a lot of things on my list. I don't actually have a physical list. I have a mental one, but with the silly little brain that I have, that list gets mixed up, partially forgotten, and then remembered. And it's never a concrete list. It's all just whatever I can remember at that one point, which I think is kind of slay and awesome in itself. So I kind of keep it that way. I'm not going to write down a physical list. So just whenever I say it's on my list, just know it is. It's on my list. And that is real as fuck. Absolutely. Real me. Me right now. What am I even gonna do today? Do you know I'm probably just gonna sit down and edit this video and then do like dishes and stuff. Booking this sleigh. Ugh, it should be a crime. Anyways, period, cuticle oil time. This nail actually fell off, so it's now like different length than all of them, and that is kind of really fucking bothering me. But that's okay. If that's all that bothers me today, it's fine. I have today and tomorrow off. I've got 2 days off in a row for the first time in I do not know how long, and I'm so pleased about it. I'm so happy I have a weekend. It's a Sunday and a Monday, which makes life inevitably more difficult, but it's a weekend nonetheless. Oops. Sorry. Also, I can't find my hairbrush. Oh. I found it. Never mind. I'm on season 3 of Lost. I didn't even realize that I was on like the finale episode when I was watching it last night. But I finished season 2. I also, immediately after I finished season 1, I watched the Mike's Mike recap of it. But now he has a Scream Queens one, and I have not seen Scream Queens. So now I have another thing that I have to watch. Mike's Mike is really putting up my agenda. Like, my media consumption agenda is off the charts. It's fucking wild. Like, what am I to do? What am I supposed to do? I have to work. I have a fruitful YouTube channel to take care of. And you're giving me all this media to consume? Pump the brakes, sweet thing. Come on. Peace and love. TTYLXOX. I think. And I will see you next Monday. Bye.